In this strategy, again, I'm using a price action strategy in which I want to take a trade on the pullback. So this is a purely a pullback strategy. Essentially what I'm looking for is I'm looking for a range. So for example, I'm doing it on Spandan Spurti. So I'll make a range or a level. So for example, this becomes my upper level and this becomes my lower level. Now the idea is, without using any indicator, how will I know when we are getting a good breakout and when to take the actual entry? So I've already shown the pin bar strategy in our previous video. So now what I do when the stock actually makes a breakout, right? So when the stock actually makes a breakout here, I don't take a trade here, because a lot of time this can be a fake breakout. So what I essentially wait is for a pullback. So what I'm waiting for is, once the stock goes up and if it comes back, so you can see here the red candle, and it is coming back and it is touching our same level, right? This is where it is touching the same level. So I am going to take an entry here. This is the right time to take the entry, because it has actually made a breakout, then come for a pullback, and then at the same level it is treating this as a support now. So I can probably take an entry at the closing price. So this is where I can go for an entry. My stop loss will be just below this level, just below the level that I've created. So this becomes my stop loss, and I will go for at least 1:3 trade here, because this is a very strong setup. I've seen that, and the good part is that the stop loss is very small. Since the stop losses are very small, I want to go at least for a 1:3 or even for a 1:4 kind of a trade here. So again, let me tell you the steps. I'm looking for a range to be formed. So we can clearly see a good range being formed. A range means that there are at least few highs, swing highs, and a few swing lows. So once I've got the range, I know that this range will get broken. So once it breaks the range, I don't take the entry. But once it makes the pullback, that is when I take the entry at the closing. I put the stop loss just below the range, and I take the trade as 1:3 or 1:4. Let's take something similar here again. Let me first make the range. So this is the range that we have got. This is the range that we have got. Again, what we are trying to do now is, once it has given the breakout, I'm looking for a pullback. I get that pullback here, and this is when I take the entry with this as a small stop loss, and you can see a really good entry here, right? So this is how I take the trade. This is the pullback strategy that I use. I generally use it on a daily time frame, but you can even use it for a 30 minutes or an hourly time frame. I don't want to go below that. So I hope you liked it. Thank you.